The West Metro Baptist Association prioritizes church strengthening and church planting. In order to be successful at planting churches, we must have healthy churches. Carey Nieuwhof says that church culture isn't naturally healthy because people aren't naturally healthy. As a leader, one of your chief jobs is to figure out why your culture isn't healthy and change that. This year, the West Metro Association is focusing in on church health. Before we can know how to get healthy, we need to know what our current reality is. We've created a church health assessment for our churches to utilize to diagnose their spiritual health. As Matt Chandler, Josh Patterson, and Eric Geiger write, a church culture is healthy when there is congruence and consistency between what the church says is important to her and what others know really is important to her. This assessment process will allow you to take a deeper look at the correlation between what is said about the church and what is true about the church. In this video, I will walk you through the assessment process that we have developed for our West Metro churches. This assessment utilizes questions and concepts that others have developed while integrating important changes related to understanding true church health. For instance, rather than asking church members to answer whether they think the church is evangelistic, the questions in this assessment ask church members if they themselves are actively sharing the gospel with the lost. As you can see from the website, this assessment process is broken down into 6 steps. These 6 steps need to be completed in order. The responses to the questionnaires will be compiled by me, and I will share a report with you and your church, if so desired, once all 6 steps have been completed. The 6 steps are: step number 1, it's a current reality questionnaire. This is to be completed by the pastor and ministerial staff or key lay leaders only. These questions are more in-depth and require written answers. When you click the link, you are taken to the questionnaire itself. Please click Submit when you are finished. Step 2 is to complete the church health questionnaire. This survey should be completed by the pastor, staff, leaders, and as many church members who also regularly attend as possible in order to get an accurate picture of the current health of the church. When you click the link, you're taken to the questionnaire itself. Please click Submit when you are finished with all of the questions. Please allow your people a time frame in which to take the survey. For instance, you may tell them that they have 2 weeks to complete the survey, and you may offer them a day to come by the church office and use computers or tablets there if they do not have access at home. Please only provide them the link to the questionnaire page rather than the overall assessment page. Step 3 is to request a demographic survey. Once you have sent in your request, you should have the study in your email within 2 days. Step 4 is to answer demographic questions. Only the pastor will fill out this survey, which asks questions based upon the specific demographic information for your church and your community. Step 5 is to request an annual church profile. Once you have sent in your request, you should have the profile in your email within 2 days. Finally, step 6 is the annual church profile response questionnaire. This also should only be filled out by the pastor, and please make sure that you click Submit when you are done with the questions. After all of the information has been gathered for your church, we will compile a report, and I will come and share the report with you first. You may invite other key leaders to this meeting if you prefer. After that initial meeting, we can determine the best means of going forward with presenting the current health reality of the church to the broader membership. The report that is generated will only have information. Each church will then have the opportunity to decide if they need to move forward with a church revitalization strategy, which I will be happy to help facilitate. May it be said of all of us in the West Metro area that 2019 was the year that began a great season of growth and vitality in our churches because we focused on what God is doing among us. May God equip each of us as healthy churches to serve together on mission to reach the West Metro area with the message of salvation through His Son, Jesus Christ.